Hi everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic 3 Prototype. If you didn't notice, there was a quick difference already when Tails just kind of fell out of the screen. In the final product, he flies down. It's not so clumsy. They don't just kind of crap him out onto the ground. And there's the other difference. There's no Master Emeralds. So all the special stages that you would find in Sonic and Knuckles, they are not yet implemented. So that means we can't get the super form of Tails that was in the final product, the one with the flickies, but we still have the one that didn't make it to the final product, which is just regular old Super Tails, which is right there. He has faster flight, and he's invincible, of course, but he does not have those iconic flickies that would annihilate anything on screen. And that was one of my favorite things about Super Tails, but they didn't yet implement it yet into this stage of development. So I like Mushroom Hill Zone a lot. It's one of my favorite levels in any 16-bit game, particularly the next act, because it has some really interesting things going on with the palette swaps between the seasons. But Mushroom Hill Act 1 is also really cool. There's a lot of interesting things going on. One thing about Sonic games is they seem to like to whore out Green Hill Zone. And I mean, you see it everywhere. You see it in modern 2D Sonic games, and you see it in 3D modern Sonic games. And I get why they do that. It's iconic, you know, it's the very first level of the first Sonic game from the Sega Genesis, but I'm sorry, but I think Mushroom Hill Zone is actually more interesting than Green Hill, and I wish they would make more Mushroom Hill rehashes. I would appreciate that. I think this is a really neat level. And I'm kind of getting sick of seeing Green Hill all over the place. It's getting worn out, you know? And that's a little glitch that also made it to the final product. For whatever reason, if you kind of position the monitor to be next to Tails in the corner, when you beat a level, he just starts walking. Like, I'm not pressing anything on the controller. And yay, we're in my favorite level. I love it. I love Act 2. It's so neat. There's Knuckles. He's being a jerk. And it's now going to be fall. And blue's one of my favorite colors, and I love the blue mushrooms. It's so neat. I love this level. It's outstanding. And I like the music too. You see a lot of enemies that reappeared in Sonic Mania's Press Garden. And I always felt that Press Garden was kind of like the Mushroom Hill level. And Act 2 at least, for sure. It was kind of like a combination of Ice Cap and Mushroom Hill, and it's one of my favorite levels in Sonic Mania. It was really neat. I really like the original levels, and I hope that they make another Sonic Mania game or another 2D Sonic game, and I would like to see more original levels because I was impressed by them. So right now, this is a prototype. We're not going to be seeing too many like huge changes just yet, but we will towards the end. This prototype is mostly finished, but I still felt it was worth a run or a playthrough. Plus, it gives me an excuse to play the game over again, because I love Sonic 3 Knuckles. It has a lot of replay value. There's so many different paths that you can take, and I always see something new when I play through it. I think that enemy's called Mush Meanie. The one that, yeah, that thing, and I'm getting stuck. This is kind of embarrassing. So I said this before in the other Let's Play, but depending on what character I use, I kind of play a little differently. When I play Sonic, I usually try to beat the level as soon as possible, because, you know, he's the fast character. But when I play as Tails, I like to fly more, because, I mean, that's a special ability, and that's what really makes him stand out between Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And it gives me more incentive to want to explore the level. And I do a little bit of exploring when we get to another section. I'll point it out, because I wanted to find kind of an interesting little nook in the level that has some power-ups. So right here, the palette swapped, and it's wintertime. And normally, I just kind of hold right in this part, and I skip everything, but I'm like, you know what, this is the prototype, so I'm going to fly around, and I'm going to look for stuff. And I also managed to trigger a really interesting glitch that I don't see anyone document this glitch, like, ever. And I uploaded a separate video demonstrating it on actual hardware in the final product, And, you know, it's YouTube. If it's not like a viral or a modern game is gonna get like 30 views. So sorry, like I tried to show you guys, but no one cares. It's crazy looking. Like it destroys the background and the parallax scrolling. So I thought it was neat. Anyways, I'm searching for a particular spot that has all these power-ups, and it's just really interesting and it's easily missed. So bear with me, I do want to find it. I'm looking for it. And this is interesting. I did not know that there was an alternative path that you can take. It has a hidden ring there. And that's another area that you can trigger the palette swap. I did not know that was there. And I mean, that's a really nice thing about these Sonic games, is that there's a lot of different paths that you can take. And exploration usually will be rewarded like this. I think this is really interesting. Like, you usually don't see this here. You have all 3 of the shields plus a 1-up. I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, that is in the final product. I just wanted to show you guys because that's something that people commonly overlook. So now we can proceed to the boss, and I am going to perform a glitch because I want to show you guys. Glitch that most people... I mean, I've never seen anyone document this glitch. I don't see any videos about it, and I don't see anyone mentioning it. So basically what you want to do to trigger this is, yeah, you see it's already a little screwed up in the background right there. Go ahead and fly as high as you can, and go to the right, and then just land on Robotnik, like this. Just keep doing that, and hold right the whole time. Like, at this point, hold right. And fly. And yeah, congratulations! You have just destroyed my favorite level in any 16-bit title. It is destroyed. It's crazy looking, and yeah, this does work on actual hardware. I tried it. And I'm fighting the boss. Like, I don't know where he is, so I'm just running, holding right, and jumping. It's very fortunate that I have my super form because this would probably be difficult to beat. And the camera's gonna correct itself, and that's the level. I'm gonna get my coffee because I always have to have my coffee, and I'm gonna sip it because that's important. That's important that I tell you guys I'm drinking my coffee right now, right? And here comes the flying battery, and I think that's so cool that Sonic Mania finally brought that weird mole guy, because I was always like, what does that guy do? And is there only one? Turns out there's multiple mole guys, the ones that fly. And yeah, if that seems janky to you, this entire video was originally, like, what I did was I played through and I recorded the prototype by level. So I played through Mushroom Hill, I'd stop, and then I would start recording again for Flying Battery. So what I did was I put them all together, so it's one whole video. But yeah, I would just take a break. You know, I would record one level and then the next. And then this video, I just put it all together. So if the cut seemed a little weird, that's why. And we're back to Flying Battery Zone. And I'm listening to the music to see if it sounds any different. It actually sounds slightly slower than the final Flying Battery Zone song. Just slightly slower. Unless I'm like having some weird placebo effect going on, but it does sound a little slower, the tempo. Actually, I'm pretty sure that it is slower. Anyways, this is a fun level. I like Act 2 better, and I like the music in Act 2 better as well. But this is still good. It's still fun and interesting, and I was happy to see that Sonic Mania brought it back. That was exciting. I think Tails kind of looks good in this level. I don't know. His color matches the orange motif. And you can go up there to the right if you choose, but I didn't feel like doing that. And there's Techno Squeak, the blue mouse. And an interesting thing about Techno Squeak is if you own Sonic 3 for the Sega Genesis and you read the instruction manual, towards the back it will say, or it will list like all the badniks. Badniks were the old school name for enemies. and they would have Techno Squeak in the manual even though he wasn't in Sonic 3. That was a mistake they made. He was something that was going to show up in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But he actually is in the data of Sonic 3, which is really interesting. I should probably make a video. If you use Game Shark, you can kind of like, you can actually go into Flying Battery Zone on a Sonic 3 cartridge. It's corrupted, it's broken, but the enemies, Techno Squeak and Blaster, are actually in the game's data, and they function properly. They're coded and they work as intended. And the music, the Flying Battery Zone music, is also in Sonic 3, if you use the Game Genie. I might actually have to do that in emulator. Oh, now this, I always called this the flying battery. Like, that looks like a battery. That's like a Duracell battery to me. And you only see that if you go this particular way, so I want to show you guys that. Like, this is just a really uncommon way to go. And it's neat. Like, that's what I love about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, is like, you can go a certain way, and you might see a set piece that you wouldn't see otherwise. But anyways, oh gosh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so my Game Genie, like if you have been paying attention to my channel, sometimes I will do some stupid Let's Play that involves like, I don't know, making Sonic sprite upside down, or changing his color. Like I did a Let's Play of Sonic 2 with Rainbow Sonic. And that's all done on actual hardware. Like I have a Sega Genesis and I use a Game Genie, I punch in some codes, and that's that. Well, recently, I think my Game Genie is actually broke. Like, it just died on me, and I mean, it's a third-party device. Actually, now that I think about it, Sega authorized it. But Nintendo did not authorize the Game Genie for the Super Nintendo. Anyways, case in point, regardless of what it is, those kind of things break really easily. I've used game-enhancing devices, like for Pokemon. I played Pokemon when I was younger, and I would use it to get, you know, TMs, rare candies, just make my life a little bit easier and make the grind less, because I was, you know, interested in competitive. But they break. My Game Shark for my Game Boy Color has not broken. It's probably the best one that I've ever used, but those types of things break very easily for whatever reason, or maybe I just have consistently bad luck with them, but my Game Genie is not working. For my Sega Genesis, I'll have to buy a new one. I'm actually going to upload a video of what happens when I try to use my Game Genie. It's glitchy and then it doesn't load the game. And I do not feel comfortable trying to, you know, use my Game Genie anymore. That might screw up my cartridge. Like, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah, that boss was great. Just go super and stare. And I love this level song. This is one of my favorite songs in Sonic 3 Knuckles, Act 2. And you have to be careful because you can get crushed here. It can happen. It definitely can happen. Getting crushed is your greatest enemy in the 16-bit Sega games for Sonic. That, or going too fast and having the collision wig out and you get stuck into a wall. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like platforming. I'm Tails. I'm gonna just fly through everything. Yep. If I did this game, I would either add another track to designate that you're in super form, or I would just speed up. Kind of like when you get the speed shoes, the music is a little bit faster. I would do that for super form, because this game has such good music. I don't want to hear this lame invincibility theme looped over and over. And yeah, this is the Sonic 3 invincibility. If you were actually playing the final product, it would have the Sonic and Knuckles invincibility theme. But either way, they both loop way too frequently. And here's a different way that you can go. And I'm just going to show you guys just for the sake of going a different way. Say hello to Techno Squeak and Blaster. And that's an interesting set piece that you don't typically see. Again, like that's... And this thing, like, you can miss that. And it's so great. And Sonic Mania does it too. It will reward you if you try to explore or go a different path. You'll see something different. So, thinking of things to say, because this is more or less the same. I did get Sonic Forces. I played it and I beat it. And I thought the avatar thing was pretty cool. I enjoyed making my own character. I made a bird. But the problem I had with that game, personally, was the levels were too short. And I'm not a fan of boost gameplay, and I kind of felt like I was playing Crash Bandicoot. Like I was just stuck on one path, and I kept, you know, it's like one of those temple run games. And I heard that one of the developers or someone that, you know, worked on the game made those, so I guess go figure, right? I like the background here. You can see the egg capsules that Robotnik uses, or Eggman. Whatever. He holds his animals in there. Why am I going to this bonus stage? Maybe I don't want to listen to the invincibility theme. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing, because when you go into bonus stage, it will cancel out the super form. Plus, I don't have enough rings now. But yeah, this is different. If you watched part 1, I did explain that when you get a power-up, it floats down instead of up, and that actually makes it harder to collect. They did fix that in the final product. And this background here looks a little weird. Pardon me while I sip my coffee. I mean, if you look at my icon, it has Chun-Li. I guess you can assume she's probably drinking tea, but no, that's coffee. Don't be fooled. Yeah, they're using the Sonic 3 mini-boss theme, not Sonic and Knuckles. Because again, this was supposed to be one whole game, but that didn't happen. Time restraints and cost, probably the blame. Like, I don't get you, Robotnik. You're blowing up your own ship and you don't care. You're just so... You don't even care. Like, you're not even reacting. Dumbzo. But yeah, as Tails, you can fly and attack the that thing that's blasting you, but you're not going to be able to kill it. I'm going to assume that after 255 hits it will blow up, but that would probably soft lock the game, so who cares? And I'm just taking my sweet time, because I'm going to have to wait here for a little bit for the floor to catch up. And there it is. This part of the song sounds interesting because one of the channels is being overwritten by the, I guess the floor noise. So this is an interesting boss if you play as Knuckles, because they forgot that you don't fight Robotnik in Knuckles' story. So his sprite will actually be Robotnik, even though you're not actually fighting him. I kind of like Robotnik's sprite right now. If you look at the bottom, I think he kind of looks cute. I don't know why. He's just like a head with this giant mustache. Looks funny. And now I set his mustache on fire. How does he repair that? Like, how do you... Like, it's clearly burnt. And then the next time I fight him in Sandopolis, he's gonna have a new mustache. Maybe he grows it back really fast. I don't know. I call shenanigans. Okay, on to everybody's favorite, and I'm being a little sarcastic, Sandopolis. And that was different. The way Tails just landed, usually you fall into the sand. So the transitions are not completely done. And oh my god, I'm so sick of listening to this invincibility song. And I'm just flying around. Again, I'm trying to take different paths because I played this game before and I have a let's play of Sonic and Knuckles done as Sonic, so I want to show you guys a different path. Without dying. Oh my god, how did I not die there? Wow. So this level, it's alright. They do a neat little heat effect. I don't think there's any differences here. There might have been one graphical error with the pyramid. If I see it, I will point it out. But otherwise, it's not until I guess, what is it called? Lava Reef Zone Act 2, when you start to really see some differences between the final product and the prototype. But yeah, the next level, it's probably the least fan favorite of Sonic 3 Knuckles Act 2 because you can get lost, you have to deal with the ghost. And when I was a kid, I actually timed over. And I'm like, is that gonna crush me? No. Okay, I'm good. I am good. I want to see what's up there. Let's see. Is it a ring? It is a ring! One really, really awesome thing that Sonic Mania did that I always wish that you can do in the Genesis games that you couldn't was if you were playing as Sonic with computer tails, in Sonic Mania you can airlift Sonic by, I think it was like holding up and jumping or something like that. You can't do that in this, and that's for Knuckles. Knuckles can break that. Anyways, but yeah, so you can't do that. If you wanted to do that in the old school 16-bit games, you would have to have a second controller, and then you would control Tails yourself and have him, you know, lift Sonic, and that's a pain in the butt. Or you could have a friend do it, but God, like, Sonic Mania was so polished. It was great. I still like this game better, of course, because Sonic Mania took... Like, Sonic Mania would not be a thing if it wasn't for Sonic 3 Knuckles. And I still feel like this game tells the story a lot better. I prefer the levels, but Sonic Mania is still just amazing. It's easily my second favorite. And you have to keep in mind, this is my favorite. I would say the only thing that Sonic Mania truly does better than Sonic and Knuckles is the performance. It runs so fluidly, like you can have all the rings in the world and get hit and there's not going to be any slowdown, and there will be slowdown if that happens in this game. And here we go for a boss that you don't truly beat, you just lure him to the sand. And Tails is blending in very nicely with the super form. It's like you have to walk the dog, walk the boss. I mean, not much to say here. But, yeah, so I was talking about Sonic Forces. What I would like to see in a 3D Sonic game is, I really don't think that Sega should give up on the Sonic Adventure formula. I feel like just because, you know, Sonic 06 didn't do well, they think that people don't like the adventure formula, and that's not the case. Because to me, Sonic 06 was very much like a Sonic Adventure game. You know, it had the hub worlds, it had different characters that you can play as, and ooh, that's weird. I don't know if you guys saw that, the palette. Knuckles was yellow, because I was in super form that messed up the palette, but anyways, I think that if they actually, like, finished Sonic 06 and didn't rush it out the door, it would have been well received. And now it's like Sega's dumb and they're like, oh, people don't like Sonic Adventure games. No, people like it when you finish your shit. Excuse my language. So there is one difference here. I think one of the badniks, yeah, is glitch. See, that's glitch. Like, I don't even know what hit me there. Like, what did I jump on? It's glitchy. Yeah, that enemy is really corrupted looking. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I'm trying to kill it, I think. And I'm like, nope. Alright. I'm going to keep going. You win. Not messing with... It looks like there's two of them. I don't know. That's screwed up. Yeah, that obviously was not in the final product. Oh, wait. No, apparently I still want to mess with it. Okay. This is post-commentary. I did this run through a long time ago. What am I doing? Trying to kill it, I think. Yeah, there's two of them, and now it's less corrupted, but... Am I giving up? I don't remember what to do. Okay. No, I still want to fight it. I'm like, die, glitchy thing. I'm waiting for it. It's not showing up. There it is. Okay, I killed one. Now I'm gonna kill the other one. Am I? I'm waiting for it. It looks like it's not as glitchy now. Okay, I killed it. I win! Haha, take that glitchy stuff. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see if anything else is screwed up here. So I'm just flying around. And it looks like everything's normal. But yeah, that was weird. I don't know what was going on, just corrupted graphics, and collision was weird. I don't know. But good news is I brought the corrupted glitches to justice, and they will not be bothering anyone for the time being. But yeah, this level takes forever. Even if you know where you're going, it's like a 5-minute long level or something, I don't know. It's very long, but it's unique. It's probably one of those token levels that the developers stick in the game just to make sure that you don't beat it on a rental, or to just make your life worse, I guess. Because that was very common in the 16-bit days. They would usually have some levels just because people go to Blockbuster, which is defunct now, sadly. If we got some younger people watching, Blockbuster was a store that you can go in and you can rent movies, video games, stuff like that. Of course, buy popcorn. It's kind of a staple of the 90s, and they don't have it anymore. But yeah, you used to be able to rent video games for like a week, and a lot of game developers were concerned that people would, beat their game in a rental and then they wouldn't buy it, and that would damage the sales. So to combat that, they would make their games kind of hard. They would make it so that you wouldn't just be able to beat it that easily. You would probably need to invest some time in figuring out the levels and stuff. Echo the Dolphin springs to mind. I could argue Welcome to Machine, but there's a lot of levels that are just really hard. Just unnecessarily hard to stop you from doing that. And I love the sprites of these ghosts. I always thought they looked really, really neat. I'm just waiting. Waiting so I don't get crushed. I could go super right. Oh, there. Okay. I read my mind. I read my own mind. That's really funny. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? I don't like this level. Why am I not doing super? So I can just fly through all this junk and get through this level quickly. And I totally missed that jump. Fail. But you know what? I don't need to even get that, because the advantage of getting that is so that these ghosts don't hit their third form and then attack you, but who cares? I'm super. You can't damage me anyways. So I'm gonna get probably more rings. I'll just fly up here. And no, that can't crush you. It cannot crush you. The speed shoes is making the invincibility music loop even faster. It's driving me crazy. Don't like it. Sonic Mania had its own special super theme. It's better, meaning it's not as repetitive, it doesn't loop as quickly, but I still don't like it. And God, I've been so lucky with not getting crushed. Like, I've had quite a few close calls. But I'm happy I finally found time to do some commentary. Excuse me. I've been kind of slacking in the Let's Play department. I've been busy, and I've been playing some other games, and sometimes I like to play games just for fun and not record. But yeah, I've been playing Street Fighter 5. The game's alright. I still don't like how there's like crush counters and neutral, and I think the hit and hurt boxes are awful and are visually misleading, and that makes a really bad fighting game. So I've been messing around with it. I might grind a diamond rank, but online's bad. Like, the netcode is really, really bad. And every time I play online, I'm just damaging my offline play, making myself a worse player. And I'm also getting into bad habits. Like, you can get into a lot of bad habits, because what works online doesn't always work offline. Hooray! I have a lot of rings! Now I'm gonna be able to just beat this boss for free. Why am I going on bonus stage? I do not know why I did that. I could have just fought the boss and won. Am I trying to get extra life? Am I trying to get a shield? What am I doing? Okay, I guess I wanted a shield. The thing is so fast. That particular stone thing. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, Robotnik. Came to the wrong neighborhood, Robotnik. Now you're gonna have to fix your mustache again. Right, so we're gonna go to Lava Reef Zone. And I love Lava Reef Zone. It's awesome. It has great music. But yeah, sorry for the cut. It is what it is. I love the style of this level and how they kind of have like the on and off with the colors in the background. That's a very Sonic-y looking effect that you see in a lot of 16-bit Sonic games, and I love it. And speaking of 16-bit, I need to be playing some 8-bit Sonic games. I'm going to be getting something that should enable me to play Master System games on the Sega Genesis, which means I will actually be able to record it. And they do have some Game Gear ports of like Sonic 2, stuff like that. And I will try to Let's Play those. I have not played Game Gear Sonic games in a while. Of course, I do have them on the GameCube collection, but I don't know about you, just as someone that grew up with, you know, Sega, if I can play my Sonic games on an actual Sega system, I'd rather do that than do it on like a Nintendo system. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but just something doesn't feel right. I feel sad. I even rather play Sonic games on an Xbox or a PlayStation. Just not a Nintendo, not their direct competitor from the 90s. Ah, Sega, you guys done goofed. Like, you make me sad. I hate you. Well, I don't hate you, but you make me sad. Yeah, I love this level. The music's so cute. And yeah, I needed to fly, so there was no avoiding going into Super there. I was just saying how much I like the music. Now I have to listen to this garbage again. You know, I think there's a Progressive commercial that was playing the Sonic 3 Invincibility music. Like, they had Sonic in it, and they were playing the song. I think there's a little secret in here. No? There's like a room. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it has like all these rings, and if you're in super form and you have the electric shield, it's very useful. It sets you up for more time. Oh, the ring caught up. Like, that's something I always liked to do as a kid, was make a ring chase me and then see how long I could keep it on screen before it catches up. And in the background, you can see the Death Egg, which crashed into Lava Reef Zone. And, you know, it's little touches like that that tell the story. Like, I feel like this game was very successful with that. And they did a good job. And just flying through stuff. And yeah, I was bored. I wanted to see what I could do, if I could do anything interesting, since I was in super form. And this is interesting. I usually don't hang out here that long, so I'm like, just see what's going on. So one time I was playing on actual hardware and I somehow like glitched through a wall, and then I think I was playing as Sonic, and then I was stuck in Knuckles' path, and I had one hell of a hard time getting out because it was with a wall that only Knuckles could break, yet I was still there. So hey, what happens to the lava? Where's the lava? That's weird. But yeah, getting stuck in walls, that's a legit problem that these games can have. And I've seen it happen in Sonic Mania. I guess it's just due to the engine. What? So, speaking of getting stuck in walls. Yeah. This is so weird. It's like... Wait, where am I? Am I going the right way? Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, the game actually just ejected me out of the wall. I'm so lost right now. Where the hey am I going? This is weird. Okay, shenanigans. And why is there... Did you guys see that worm? Oh, I think I'm in Knuckles' path now. This actually might be the same thing that happened to me on actual hardware. How am I gonna get out? I might have to, like, fall through the wall again or something. I don't know. Am I stuck? No. Alright. This is so weird. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not good. I'm gonna have to find a way to, like, get out of here. I'm definitely not supposed to be here. I don't think I can die because I already hit the checkpoint. That's just gonna put me back there. Yeah. So, it looks like I have a problem that I'm gonna have to solve. I mean, I obviously do solve it. Because... Oh, well... Really? Really? Oh my, I feel stupid now. But I don't think I'm supposed to be coming in this way. Or I guess I am? I don't know. That was weird. I don't have any rings now. I have to be careful. So if you don't have any rings and you run into this thing with the cloud, it will drain your rings, and if you don't have any, then that's death. Okay, I'm gonna fight the giant fly swatter, or Tails or Sonic swatter, rather. This thing's cool looking, I like it. And do you guys remember these things? They reused them in Sonic Mania's Oil Ocean boss. I don't really like Oil Ocean, but I like the submarines that they had in Sonic Mania. That was cool. Oh yeah, I did Let's Play it, so if you guys are new to my channel, I do have quite a few Sonic Let's Plays. And I will continue to make more, because I like Sonic. I like Sega. I also like Super Nintendo. I recently got a SNES Classic. And, I mean, I had most of the games, but it's just so cute. Like, I like 16-bit, and I think it's adorable to have a little baby SNES. And... Okay, so that's different. The palette just changed, and now the bottom is blue. This is completely different. They changed it from the final product. Yeah. I'm taking my time just showing off. Like, this is different. It's not supposed to be colored blue right now. And that's kind of... Yeah, I tricked the game. It doesn't know what correct plane it's supposed to be on. So now we're gonna see some differences, which is good. I will point them out. I do, because it seems like this game, or this prototype, was mostly done, but towards the end you can start to see that they didn't finish some things. But yeah, so I got SNES Classic. It is adorable. I love it. And I wasn't gonna go out of my way to, like, look for it, but I just happened to walk into, like, what was it, like a Best Buy, and they had it, so I bought it. And I went on eBay, and there's scumbags that are still trying to scalp it. Like, they're still trying to sell it for, like, I don't know, 100, 120. It's like, really? Like, is it really worth scalping? That's not even a big profit, because I think plus tax it was like $80, the normal retail value. And then you still have to pay a fee when you sell stuff on eBay, so it's like, you're not making that big of a profit. Why are you doing that? I don't know, it's just wrong. I hate scalpers. And it seems like if you're a Nintendo fan, you have to deal with a lot of nonsense like that. The new Mario Switch game, I heard that there's some, like, Mario Breakfast or Mario Cereal. And it has, like, some kind of, like, amiibo scan on the box for the game. So people are actually sculpting a goddamn cereal box. Like, again, excuse my language, but come on, son. Like, you're buying cereal boxes for amiibos, and you're selling them on eBay. Get a real job. I'm sorry. Get good at life. It's terrible. Like, it's a children's cereal, and you're sculpting it. But it pisses me off, and then Nintendo, you know, allows this. I wonder if they're gonna bring the NES Classic back, now that I think about it. Like, thank God I'm not, like, a huge... Like, I like 8-bit, but it's not truly something that I love. That's why I didn't go out of my way to get an S Classic, and I heard like horror stories about people trying to find one, and scalpers and all that stupid stuff. But luckily I ran into the 16-bit counterpart, the SNES Classic, and I bought it, so happy. I wish they would make a Genesis Classic. Like, they have one that exists, kind of, but it's third party and it's gross. It looks like a tumor. It doesn't look like an actual Sega Genesis. And the worst thing is that the sound processor is crap. It's not accurate to how the games are actually supposed to sound. And that's a killer to me because I need music. I'm more of a audio person than a visual person. So like, I mean, I grew up playing some of these games on some ghetto CRTs. So if I don't have the best picture quality, whatever, I can live with that. Like, I grew up with that, but not having good audio, that's a deal breaker right there. So I don't own it and I'm not interested. If they actually made a high quality, like, Genesis Classic or something like that, that was licensed by Sega and that looked like a cute little baby Sega Genesis or Mega Drive and, you know, was faithful to the software, then I would probably buy it. Actually, I would buy it, so. Anyways, yeah, I'm rambling because this is all the same right now. But up here, I think we're gonna see some differences. We see the death egg staring down on us. And this is dumb. It's like, why are you staring there, Tails? You're in your super form. How is this hurting me? Like, I'm in my super form. You should just, like, flew and landed on Knuckles or something. The hell? So this is different. The music is still playing the Lava Reef Zone Act 2. And the final product, this is the boss theme. We would be hearing the boss theme. And this scrolling is different. It's faster. This part is actually a little bit more challenging. Of course, I'm using Tails, so I don't have to platform. So they touched this part up quite a bit between now and the final product. And this is fast. Like, this is scrolling pretty fast. That might actually be a little difficult if you were not using Tails. The boss music is still not playing. Instead, now I override it with the super song. And I'm gonna just go down here. And gonna fight Robotnik. Now we hear the boss song. And this is the best part of the game. If you are super at this point and you have enough rings, just set your controller down and call it a day. Robotnik will kill himself. And even Tails is bored. Look at that. He's like, oh, it's just boring. I'm fall asleep. I'm gonna sip my coffee. And I just ran out of coffee. I'm sad. I have to make some more. And I'm starting to run out of rings, and looks like I'm actually gonna have to play a little. Yep. Fortunately, I still have the flame shield, which is the most important thing, obviously. Go figure, it's Lava Reef. Robotnik actually takes a lot of hits. I mean, I guess it makes sense. His machine is very fortified, but he takes more hits than the final boss, which is funny. And that's that. One nice thing about Tails, you can just jump up there with his high jump, or fly up there, and you could end the level quickly. So this is different. This thing floating, they completely changed that in the final product. Yeah, that whole that sequence was different. So yeah, that's weird. Next, Hidden Palace Zone with Sky Sanctuary music. That is different. They are playing Sky Sanctuary. So we're going to explore, because there's a special place that you can get to with Tails, and check it out. I'm going to see if I can find it. It's up here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it is, and I barely make it. Okay. And, yeah, that's different right there. See that S monitor? That's not in the final product. Let's see what it does, shall we? Oh, you don't say. So, this is the actual Super Tails. The flickies are in the game, you just can't get it unless you use that monitor. So this is funny. This is the only time that you can actually see the flickies in the true super form of Tails in the prototype unless you use debug, and Knuckles is going to get rocked. And look, it looks like he's missing some sound. What? Okay. That's weird. What? Okay. Knuckles, stop jumping! You're gonna get anti-aired, you scrub. Stop mashing. Alright, I need to stop my Street Fighter jokes. I'm having too much fun with this. I didn't hear a spin dash noise. He's missing some sound effects, that's weird. I'm just screwing around with him. Stop jumping, you scrub! Oh, and his music's different. They would be playing his theme song. They're playing the mini-boss theme. Yeah, this music's all different. And Knuckles is signing up for some ECT treatment. He's gonna get some shock therapy. And, missing some sound effects. Okay, that's different. Oh, this is different. Oh, they changed the order. Yeah, so in the final product, he does that in a different order. The whole, like, come with me, and then he, punches the wall. That's different. Sky Sanctuary Zone, for reals. Alright. And we're almost close to the end. There's the Death Egg, not to be confused with the Death Star. Seems like people that made these games were Star Wars and Dragon Ball Z fans. Oh, speaking of Dragon Ball Z, I think the fighting game came out today, now that I think about it. I didn't get it, but... And yes, that is still in, even in the prototype. That's something that's overlooked. If you squat there, you'll see this hidden animation that Knuckles does. He's like, no, don't worry about me, just go. Let's go! But yeah, I don't know if that's the type of fighting game I like, the Dragon Ball Z, like with the 3 different characters, and like, Dragon Ball Z is alright. I watched the anime up to a certain point, and then like, I kind of fell off. I love Dragon Ball Z, but it got a little too repetitive for me, and when I got to the point, I realized that you can miss like 3 episodes, and you actually didn't miss anything. That's kind of dumb. Like, there's too much trash talk, or there's like these side stories that I don't care about. I just care about the fighting, and it takes like 3 episodes for a guy to power up. It's like, come on. I also like Vegeta a lot. He was my favorite character, and I remember they changed the voice actors around like the Frieza saga, I think, and he sounded like a chain smoker, and I don't know, I started to like fall off, but I still like it. Like the whole thing with Piccolo, Nappa, Gohan, Vegeta when he was a villain, like that was really amazing. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, like Supersonic definitely is a Saiyan reference to Dragon Ball, so they were fans. And it is a good anime. I'm not the biggest anime person, but I like Dragon Ball. Some of the seasons for sure in Dragon Ball Z. I heard that they're going to come out with a collection of Street Fighter games that's going to have like ST, Alpha, Third Strike. I will probably play ST because I'm pretty sure the netcode's going to be better because it's a more simple game. And I play Chun-Li in that game too. I play Chun-Li and Bison. And I'm trying to see how much stuff I could have on the screen. I'm going to leave that guy. Oh, he exploded. He exploded. But yeah, that was the Sonic 2 Metropolis Zone boss. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm saying I don't want to listen to this music anymore. Yeah, see how it falls down? That's different. This is so crazy looking now I think about it. It's so psychedelic and odd. Reminds me of Sonic Spinball. So one day I was bored, I went to Wikipedia and Sonic Spinball was a featured article. I'm like, really? Really? Oh, it looks like I'm actually gonna beat this. You don't get anything special, but that is always worth a lot of rings. You see I'm at 96 now. I'm gonna go super armor. Yes, I do. Damn it. Like, if you guys could see me, I'm laying with my hand on my head. Like headache. I mean, I don't have a headache, but one of the few downfalls of this game is looping invincibility theme when you have amazing music when you're in your super form. So I do have more Let's Plays in store for you guys, for the, 1% people that are still watching this. Because, like, you could go to YouTube analytics and, like, nobody, like, watches the whole thing. I could just stop talking right now and, like, no one would notice. But if there is one person that is watching, I'm going to Let's Play Echo the Dolphin CD, Alicia Dragoon. I probably need to re-upload some Let's Plays from my old channel that I never did. Like Crackshot, Streets of Rage. Or I might just redo Streets of Rage. Let's see. Because that's a fun game. I don't mind replaying it. I love that. Tails is looking at the screen like, what? Oh. That was glitchy. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, that didn't look right to me. I'm like, are you okay? Oh, I broke it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so they didn't have the transition. They just cut that and went immediately to Death Egg. Because normally you see Sky Sanctuary falling apart and then you're running up to the Death Egg. They didn't put that in yet. Trying to get through. Alright. Okay. And this is going to be the last world for Tails. Even if you have all the Chaos and the Super Emeralds, Tails does not go into Doomsday Zone. That's just, only Sonic can do that. Now, on the final product, if you use debug mode, you can kind of get Knuckles and Tails to go into Doomsday Zone. And they're in their super form, but their sprite is all like glitchy and garbled. But you can still play it and beat the level that way. It's weird. I should do that maybe. No, maybe not, because I'm sure someone's done that already. Because, like, I'm the type of person that when I'm going to upload something, like, I think, what's the reason for me to upload this? Like, what am I doing that has not been provided in the year of 2018? Because, I don't know, like, there's just too much oversaturation in the Let's Play department and the retro gaming department, and that's why, like, I see these, channels, like, they put a lot of work into their stuff, but they don't get views because, I mean, it's been done already. And also, like, think about the people that use YouTube. That's mostly children or bored college students. And, like, in 2018, the games that they grew up with, it's not these. It's not retro games. So, I mean, that's another reason why they're not going to get as many views, is because the user base they're grown up and they're not using YouTube, right? But for me, this is just a fun hobby, because even to this day, I love my retro games, and I always like to record video games, so I don't mind. I don't mind putting stuff up. And my favorite, the invincibility theme, yet again, but it's okay, because it's fun to run on this stuff at this point. And I'm going in here for reasons. Maybe I want more rings. Well, that's mean. Okay. That's actually pretty funny. I got bumped right out. So if you look closely, it says egg. Like a screen back. When I played this game as a kid on the CRT, I could not see that it actually said egg. Like, that's something I didn't know until, I guess, the screen got better. And this part's really dumb and annoying. And this part is also really annoying on a bad CRT because it's hard to like see what you're hitting. It's all blurry. But that's how games were, like, unless you had an amazing CRT. That's just how they were. You had to deal with it. You're supposed to light up everything. Okay, so I have one more on the other side that I have to get. But yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't know what the hell was going on at this point. I just keep hitting it, and finally, you know, a broken clock is correct, you know, at least twice, so... Ah! Missed it. This is annoying. I should, like, cut this part. Like, no one wants to see this. I wonder if this is in a different position than the final product, because I don't remember having this much trouble during this part with this stupid thing. I apologize, guys. Apologize to the 2 people that are still watching this. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that automatic thing. I'm gonna do it myself. I don't need no stinking automatic thing like that. Except now I do, apparently. Game's playing itself. Sonic games are dumb. Gimme whole right to win. No. Shut up. Shut the hell up. No one cares about your opinion. That's funny looking. I stepped on it. Okay. So now we're gonna go to one of the most annoying mini bosses in the 16-bit Sonic games. I hate this guy. He's a jerk. I will gladly cheese you with my super form. You are a jerk. They brought him back too in Sonic Mania. I was like, oh man, I don't want to see you again. Go away. But yeah, this is fun. Wrecked. Yeah. That felt good. Like, that's very satisfying. I hate that boss. He is a jerk. Especially as Knuckles, because then you have to fight him with your low jump. Ugh, no. I hate that. Yay, my sign is still there. You can actually knock it off. And, yeah, that's different. That's kind of glitchy. That was not like that in the final product. And yeah, you actually have to respect that, because that's something, that's like a gotcha. If you just hold right and jump, there's a chance that you can land on the spike and you'll die right there. Alright. I like how they have 2 electric shields. It's like, they really want you to have the electric shield, apparently. It is useful, though. That is the best shield that you can get in this level. And speaking of this level, this is going to be the last level for Tails. You do not go into Doomsday Zone, and there are some differences that I will point out. But yeah, we're almost done. We are almost done. So, to the 2 people that are still watching, if you would like to leave a comment, if you have any requests of any like 16-bit games that you'd like to see me play or let's play or talk about, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I don't bite. What? Okay. That was funny. What in the world? Okay, the collision's screwed up here, apparently. I don't remember having that issue ever happen to me. In the final product, so now I'm all, like, paranoid. I'm like, can I go in the wall? No. This thing is weird. What is that supposed to be? Like, I don't even know what that sprite is supposed to be. It's like this weird blue floating platform. If anyone can tell me what that is supposed to be, please let me know, because it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I usually don't have problems like that in 16-bit games, but like in a lot of NES and 8-bit games, I'll look at a sprite and I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to be? Like, I can't even figure it out. It's so ghetto looking, because it's NES. I mean, no disrespect to the NES, but you have to admit, some of the sprites look like kind of crap, okay? And here is the first time in this segment that we see this bonus stage, and yeah, it's different. The background is not rotating. If you watched part 1, I already explained what's going on here. The layout's a little different, and there's no goals. It looks like you just have to create your own goal. I got the continue because, you know, I only have 33 lives. I definitely need to continue in case I die, right? Okay. Do not touch the Robotnik monitor. It may be sparkly and shiny, but you do not want to touch it. Alright. Continuing on. That is so fun. I love doing that. Just like walking and then grabbing this thing. And I don't like jumping into him. But I went super. Okay, everybody, say it with me. Sonic games are bad. They play themselves. But yeah, see the egg? It's his egg. This part's fun. Go to the right, go to the left, go to the right, and then you get trolled. It gets me every single time. Oh my god. Gotta step on the gravity, anti-gravity button. And we are getting very close to the final boss, or the final mini-boss, and then the final boss for Tails' story. So I'm going to try and get some rings. Hopefully a shield. No? Well, I can go into super form. And I get one more ring. Okay. Whoa, wait, how did I not get a ring? I missed that? Yeah, bonus stages, they're useful, but I think if you go into too many of them, it breaks up the pacing. Especially if you're doing a Let's Play. Like the blue spheres, I'm blue sphered out. I've gotten so many blue spheres from Sonic Mania that I don't really want to do them for a while. I think I'm good. I'm on blue spheres. And I messed that one up. Darn it. Darn it, I only have 33 lives. Like, I can't handle this. It's too hard. I needed that one up. This thing was cool looking though back in the day. It was. It was less about like the game playing itself and more like, look what we can do with your Sega Genesis, people. So, like, kids just don't have that retrospective or that ability, the hindsight to be like, yeah, this is why they did that. Because it looked cool in the 90s. Though it might be a little overwhelmed. Because the funny thing is, like, it's doing all this stuff, but like, let's pretend that you didn't get that. You would just run left, and that'd be it. You'd be fine. Just run left. No need to do fancy somersaults and stuff. This level's okay looking. It's a little boring though. I'm not a big fan of all these like random gears and stuff. The colors, it's just not my cup of tea. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with the level. It's just a little boring. A little boring for being the last level. I guess the big selling point in the gimmick is just the gravity shenanigans. I really liked Sonic Mania's Titanic Monarch level. That was awesome. That's one of my favorite levels. I like the song in that level too. It's cool. I think I'm trying to get out at this point. No, I'm not. What am I doing? Trying to get rings? Really? What was I thinking? Like, I don't know. I don't need a lot of rings. I'm good at this game. Who cares? God. Again, this is post-commentary to the two people watching. I guess it does make sense to stock up because if you die after this boss, then you will be stuck fighting the final boss with no rings. And it's very doable. Like, I do it all the time, but it's, you know, better not to be put in that position. I love this song. It's such a good boss theme. This guy's fun. I like dropping spikes on him and shooting spikes at him. He should be dead pretty soon. Okay. Final boss time. And this is some BS. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be Sonic and you're still not gonna outrun Robotnik. Like, why? Why? So, unfortunately, they do not have the true final boss theme in the game yet, because they're still playing the Death Egg. And that's disappointing, because that's one of my favorite songs in the game, is the final boss theme. It is amazing. But yeah, so a funny thing about this boss is if you just do a spin dash like this, he literally can't touch you in this phase. He's just gonna try and finger you, and that doesn't sound right. But yeah, he'll do that, and that's weird looking. And he will ultimately kill himself. And you just do this forever, and he will eventually get to you, but I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna reposition myself and let him kill himself. Each finger, I think, takes 3 hits. Yeah. And he is dead. Like, Robotnik's dumb. Like, you would think you would be like, oh, this isn't working. I'm gonna try something else, but no. He's stupid. So this is the same, and yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna cheat. Because I can. Haha. So I'm in my super form now, and just biggest thing is don't fall off, obviously. And oh my god, what? What? Oh my. Okay. The game's like, nah, this is final boss, bitch. You can't cheese us. I actually don't know if that happens in the final product, because I generally don't have super form when I fight this boss. Because I like to get all my emeralds after I beat the game. So usually I'm fighting him legit as Tails, so that's interesting. I actually don't know if that's the same, but that's funny. That's kind of like when you are Super Sonic in Sonic 3 and you fight Big Arms in your super. If he grabs you, it will damage you and knock you right out of your super form. It's like, no, this final boss, you're gonna have to actually put a little bit of effort in this, sorry. This is still easy with Tails. Now this part is different. They actually made this harder in the final product. They give you a lot more space to hit Robotnik, and he stops. Do you see how he stopped like that? He doesn't do that in the final product. And this makes it so much easier, because you have no risk of hitting him, bouncing off, and dying. Because if you fall off to the left, that's death. And in the final product, like, they didn't give you as much space. Robotnik wouldn't stop. It was harder. Like, final product is legit harder than this, because you can easily bounce off and die. But this is easy. This is much easy, and this is going to be the last difference. Kind of, sort of. You'll see. It's going to be very anticlimactic, guys, but this is the prototype, and unfortunately, the ending is not yet implemented. So the game just soft locks here. That's the end. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.